Hello friends, I am Kitchener Advocate. Welcome to my channel Legal Knowledge KD. Today I am going to discuss three terms of CRPC. First, release. Second, discharge. And third, acquittal of the accused. Release, discharge, and acquittal. When you look at any dictionary to find the meaning, you will feel difficulty in drawing these differences among these words. But there is difference among these terms. Release. Release is mere shifting of an accused from the custody of police or from the custody of jail authority to a person to be called surety, who undertakes the responsibility of reproducing the accused in the court whenever the court requires. The release of accused does not bar the further proceedings of the court against the accused. Next, discharge. The discharged accused can be rearrested and produced before the court for further trial. Next, acquittal. Acquittal is different from release and discharge. The acquitted accused cannot be rearrested for further proceedings because the acquittal is the final decision of the court. According to section 403 of CRPC, the accused, once acquitted or convicted, cannot be tried for the same offense. Now we come to know the different sections of CRPC under which an accused can be released, discharged, or acquitted. First, release. Police may release an accused under section 169 during the investigation on the ground of insufficient evidence. The Court of Magistrate can release an accused under section 249 except the accused in cases instituted by submitting a complaint under section 200 CRPC. The High Court is empowered to release an accused on bail, suspending the sentence on reference under section 435. On reference. And the accused may also be released by the court on bail under section 496 and 497. Now we come to the next, discharge. The magistrate can discharge an accused under section 63 on remand stage when the police produce an accused before the court under section 167. 167. The Sessions Court may discharge an accused under section 439A on revision. The High Court may discharge an accused under section 561A, cashing an FIR, exercising the inherent powers. FIR. And an accused may also be discharged by the court under section 496. Now let's go to next, acquittal. The magistrate can acquit an accused under section 245 and sessions judge under section 265H at evidence stage. The magistrate may acquit an accused under section 249A and sessions judge under section 265K. There may be the question in your mind that what is the difference, acquittal under these sections and acquittal under these sections. Difference is that both the magistrate and the session judge may acquit the accused under these sections at evidence stage, and under these sections at any stage. At evidence stage, at any stage. The magistrate is also empowered to acquit an accused under section 247 and 248. Difference between these sections is that the magistrate may acquit the accused under section 247 on absence of complainant, and under section 248 on withdrawal of complaint. You know, these two sections relate to the complaint under section 200 CRPC. This 247 absence of complainant and 248 withdrawal of complaint. 247 is invoked when complainant is absent, and 248 when complainant withdraws the complaint. So now I think you have understood my speech. If you have any question, any suggestion, please comment. Thank you so much for watching.